My boyfriend's manipulative best friend weaseled into our romantic getaway and then spent the entire time trying to break us up, so I got the perfect revenge. My boyfriend's girl best friend has always been a trouble in our relationship even though they have known each other since they were kids. He talked so highly of her and introduced me to her after we had been dating for a couple of months, but she has never been anything but chilly and rude to me. My boyfriend and her are part of a larger group of pals, and when I started to get close to them they added me to their group chat. After I sent my very first message in the group chat, his girlfriend sent a rolling her eyes emoji, and after that, would constantly dislike my messages and try to change the subject whenever I messaged. When I see her in person, she is constantly hanging on my boyfriend, and she will have entire talks with him while I'm standing next to him without even acknowledging me. You might wonder why I have even put up with this for so long, but my boyfriend is really charming and handsome, and I figured that other girls treating him this way might just be something I should expect. Of course, I wish that her behavior would straighten out eventually, and I have had multiple talks with my boyfriend about her rudeness towards me, especially in group settings. But all he does is reassure me that it's just the way she is and that he was sure it wasn't her intention to make me feel uncomfortable or disrespected. My boyfriend is a very smooth talker, and I just kept believing him when he would make excuses for her, but I think I was the only one who saw her for what she really was all along. I really wanted to take a trip with my boyfriend to have some time away from his best friend for just the two of us. I didn't tell him this explicitly, but that was my goal with proposing me and him go on a cross-country road trip together. My boyfriend and I have been talking about this trip for a while, and we both love traveling, so I was so excited when he accepted. We had packed the car for the trip the night before, but right before we went to sleep, he dropped the bomb on me that he had invited his best friend to come along with us for the entire trip. I felt so defeated and utterly annoyed in that moment. Yeah, I really didn't want to start a fight with him right before we were going to be crammed in a car for 2 weeks straight, so I decided to just let it slide. I even tried to convince myself that maybe she would have a change of heart during this trip, and we could finally establish some sort of respect between us or maybe even a friendship. I want to burst out laughing when I think about how stupid I was even to agree to go on the trip after my boyfriend told me he invited her. The next 2 weeks turned out to be a bigger dumpster fire than I could have ever pictured. Press share then more for part 2.